travel beyond the stars and unlock the mysteries of the universe.
Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of profound wonder? A feeling of being both infinitesimally small and infinitely connected. We see a handful of stars, maybe a few thousand on a clear night. But the real question, the one that has haunted philosophers, poets, and scientists for millennia, is how many are there really? Not just the ones we can see, but all of them. The number is so staggering, it challenges the very limits of our imagination. For most of human history, the answer was simple. A few thousand, the stars were fixed points of light in a celestial sphere, a beautiful tapestry woven by gods or divine forces. The ancient Greeks meticulously catalogued them. Ptolemy's Almagest, a cornerstone of astronomy for over 1400 years, listed just over 1,000 stars. This was the universe, contained, known, and centered around us. It was a comforting thought, a manageable cosmos. But then a revolution began, not with a bang, but with the quiet grinding of lenses. When Galileo pointed his telescope towards the heavens in the 17th century, the firmament shattered. That faint, milky band across the sky, the Milky Way, resolved into countless individual stars. The universe suddenly became vastly larger, and humanity's place in it significantly smaller. The number of stars was no longer a few thousand, but immeasurable. This shift wasn't just scientific, it was a deep philosophical vertigo. William and Caroline Herschel, in the late 18th century, took this even further. They embarked on the monumental task of mapping the sky, counting stars in different regions to chart the structure of our own galaxy. Their work suggested we lived in a flattened, disc-shaped system of stars, a stellar island. But even they couldn't have imagined what lay beyond. The debate raged for decades. Were the faint smudges of light, the nebulae, clouds of gas within our own Milky Way, or were they, as Immanuel Kant speculated, island universes in their own right? The answer came in the 1920s with Edwin Hubble at the Mount Wilson Observatory. He used the most powerful telescope of his time to measure the distance to the Andromeda Nebula. His findings were Andromeda was not a cloud within our galaxy. It was a galaxy itself, millions of light years away. The known universe exploded in size. Our Milky Way was just one among many, perhaps billions, of these stellar islands. Each smudge in the sky was a city of stars, potentially as vast as our own. So, how do we even begin to count? We can't count them one by one. The strategy is one of estimation, a cosmic census. First, we estimate the number of stars in a typical galaxy, like our own Milky Way. By measuring its mass and understanding the different types of stars it contains, from massive, bright blue giants to tiny, dim red dwarfs, we can arrive at an average. A conservative estimate for the Milky Way is around 100 to 400 billion stars. Let that sink in. Up to 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone. Next, we need to know how many galaxies there are. This is where the Hubble Space Telescope's deep field images come in. By pointing the telescope at a tiny, seemingly empty patch of sky for days on end, astronomers captured an image that changed our perspective forever. That tiny sliver of darkness wasn't empty. It was filled with galaxies. thousands of them. But here is where science meets mysticism, where the known gives way to the truly profound. That number, 200 sextillion, only accounts for the observable universe. This is the portion of the cosmos from which light has had time to reach us since the Big Bang. We know the universe is expanding, and the farther away a galaxy is, the faster it's moving away from us. There is a cosmic horizon, a point beyond which galaxies are receding so fast that their light will never, ever reach us. What lies beyond that horizon? An infinite universe implies infinite possibilities, infinite worlds, infinite historias, perhaps even infinite versions of ourselves. The scientific number, as immense as it is, becomes merely a placeholder for infinity. Let's step even further into the esoteric. What are stars, really? Ancient wisdom traditions saw them not as random balls of burning gas, but as conscious entities, as sources of cosmic intelligence. The Hermetic principle as above, so below suggests that the macrocosm of the stars is reflected in the microcosm of our own consciousness. Are the stars simply physical phenomena, or are they nodes in a cosmic network? A universal mind. When we gaze at the stars, are we simply observing distant fusion reactions, or is something looking back? Consider these, the very atoms that make up your body, the carbon, the nitrogen, the oxygen, were forged in the heart of a star that lived and died long before our sun was born. We are, in the most literal sense, stardust. We are the universe experiencing itself. This isn't poetry, it's astrophysics, but it carries a mystical weight. If we are made of stars, is our consciousness a localized flicker of a much greater cosmic consciousness? Is each star a soul, and each galaxy a community of souls scattered across the void? This perspective challenges the cold, hard numbers. Counting stars becomes like trying to count the thoughts of a god. The number itself might be irrelevant. The true meaning might lie in the relationship between the observer and the observed. Our attempt to count them is, perhaps, the universe's way of trying to understand its own vastness. Each new telescope, each new calculation is a neuron firing in a cosmic brain. So we are left with this beautiful tension. On one hand, we have the scientific endeavor pushing the boundaries of what we can measure, arriving at numbers like 206. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless curiosity. On the other hand, we have the open frontier of the unknown, the possibility of an infinite cosmos, and the ancient intuition that the stars are more than just matter. They are symbols, they are ancestors, they are us. What do you think? Is the universe finite, a vast but ultimately countable collection of stars? Or is it an infinite expanse where numbers lose their meaning? Is our connection to the stars purely physical, a shared atomic heritage? Or is it something deeper, something spiritual? The quest to count the stars is not just about astronomy. It's about our search for meaning, our place in the cosmos, and the nature of reality itself. The answer isn't just out there in the dark. It's also within us, in the questions we dare to ask. Perhaps the true answer isn't a number at all. Perhaps it's the feeling you get when you look up at the night sky and realize you are part of this incredible, mysterious, and impossibly grand cosmic dance. If this journey through the cosmos sparked your curiosity, give this video a like and share it with someone who loves to wonder. And for more explorations into the biggest questions of our universe, make sure you subscribe and click the bell. Thank you for watching.